Good day again, everyone. I hope that you're in a conclusive place to study. Okay, sana nasa maayos kayong kalagayan. Okay, so we're down with another lessons. So this lesson is entitled Responses to Colonization, Resistance Against the Spaniards. So in the past lesson, we have discussed about the Spanish colonization. Okay. So here we will discuss how Filipinos resisted against the Spaniards. So as I have discussed in the past topics, guys, that the Spanish colonization of the Philippines from the 16th century to the 19th century had a profound impact on the Filipino people. Okay? So while some Filipinos accepted Spanish rule and assimilated into Spanish culture, marami pa rin po ang nagresist and fought against the colonizers. So this resistance took various forms and was driven by a range of factors. So these factors, we will discuss it one by one later. Okay? So yon. These different forms of resistance were fueled by a strong sense of national identity, a desire for independence. Siyempre, sino ba namang hindi gustong makalaya sa kamay ng mananakop, di ba? And a determination to preserve Filipino culture and traditions. Okay? So that resistance against Spanish colonization laid to the groundwork for later struggles for independence against subsequent colonizers, shaping the history and identity of the Filipino people. Okay, so para maintindihan nating lahat, so let's jump to our learning objectives. So what are the learning objectives of this topic? So we will discuss the reaction of the masses to the different oppressive institutions imposed by Spain. And we will discuss the factors that led to the failure of the people's resistance against the colonizers. In the lesson objectives, no, magkakaroon na kayo ng gist, okay, na nagwagi ba tayo or did we fail, okay, to resist against the colonizers. Okay, so let us discuss this one by one. Okay, so the reaction of the masses muna tayo. Okay, ano yung reaction ng masa? Okay, so the reaction of the masses, guys, to the different oppressive institutions imposed by Spain during colonization ay napaka-complex and varied. So what do you mean, sir? While there were instances of resistance and rebellion, meron din namang mga tao na they pursue collaboration and adaptation. Okay? So, there are different factors that influence the reaction of the masses. Okay? At yun yung harshness ng Spain. Okay? Harshness ng Spanish authorities. Okay? So, katulad ng mga na-discuss natin nung nakaraang lesson, which is lesson 5, okay, yung pag-impose ng heavy taxes sa Filipino population, which led to the economic hardships for many Filipinos. Okay, additionally, the encomienda system, yung pagkuha ng mga lupa nila, okay, which allowed Spanish colonizers to exploit indigenous labor, di ba? Forcing them to work to get the land na pinaghirapan ng mga Pilipino, and further exacerbated the economic inequality and social injustices faced by the Filipino people. And these oppressive institutions created a sense of discontent, okay, na kailangan na nating lumaban, and a resentment among the masses, leading to various forms of resistance. Okay? So, yon. Later on, we will discuss these factors. Number 2, we will discuss also the factors that led to the failure of the Filipino people's resistance against colonizers. Unahin muna natin si lesson objective number 1. Okay? So, what are the different categories of resistance against the Spanish colonization? Okay? So, yon. Number 1, led by former datus. Okay? So, yan. Kung mapapansin ninyo, no, Ang mga lumaban, nung mga unang-una pa, no, 16th century sila, Lakandula, Lakandula, and Raha Sulaiman in 1574, and the Tondo Conspiracy on 1587. Okay? So, yon, one category of resistance against Spanish colonization was led by those datus being mentioned, okay, who were traditional indigenous leaders. These leaders, guys, who held against the Spanish rule. So, they organized armed revolts and uprisings seeking to regain their independence, our independence, and protect the communities from Spanish exploitation na pinamunuan ni Raha Lakandula and Raha Sulaiman in 1574, and then the Tondo Conspiracy on 1587. Marami pa po, no? So, yun. These leaders represented a symbol of resistance and defiance against the colonizers, inspiring their people to fight for their rights and sovereignty. Okay? So, yun. Next, religious in nature. Bakit? The mere fact that we are being imposed to the Catholicism as the dominant religion in the Philippines, syempre sino ba naman hindi magagalit? Even the Babaylan, the Tamblot, okay? Sila kasi yung mga sinaunang religious leaders natin. Okay? And if you're being imposed sa ibang, ngayon nga lang, di ba? If you're being imposed to other religions, magagalit ka, di ba? Or somehow, may inis ka or madidismaya ka. Eh, paano pa kaya nung unang panahon? Okay? So, yun, the Spanish authorities sought to impose Catholicism as the dominant religion in the Philippines, suppressing indigenous beliefs and practices being taught by the Babaylan and the Tamblot. Okay? They continued to worship their ancestral spirits and gods, often in secret or in remote areas. Okay? So, this religious resistance followed or allowed Filipinos to maintain our cultural identity and traditions despite the efforts of the Spanish to impose their own religious beliefs. Okay. Next is reaction to Spanish imposed institutions. Ano yung mga Spanish imposed institutions? Yun nga yung mga diniscuss natin nung lesson 5. Okay, yung pagbubuwis. Okay. So yun. As you can see, there is a Maniago revolt in 1660 in Pampanga, led by Francisco Maniago. Okay? Andres Malong Revolt, Silang Copos Rebellion. Sino yun? Si Diego Silang and Gabriela Silang. And the Gohoy Rebellion in Bohol in 1784 and in 1829. Marami pa. Okay? So, napakarami pa. So, this reaction to Spanish imposed institutions, these people, Maniago, Andres Malong, Silang Copol, Dagohoy, and many more, resisted Spanish colonization by reacting against the oppressive institutions imposed by the Spanish authorities. Halimbawa, yung encomienda system, okay? The tribute system, okay? So, yun kinaiinisan nila. Nakakainis naman talaga, di ba? If you're being imposed so much tax, okay, you are forced to labor, polo y servisyo. Okay? So, yun. For example, they allowed Spanish colonizers to exploit indigenous labor and resources, di ba? In response, maraming Pilipino nagalit by fleeing to remote areas or engaging in acts of sabotage, such as destroying crops or refusing to work. So, bakit pa ako magtatrabaho kung kayo lang din naman ang pinagtatrabuhan ko? Diba? Ganon yung mindset nila. So, ang ginagawa nila, they flee to the remote areas para di sila makita. Or, somehow, they destroy the crops. Okay? Kaya nga yung mga Espanyol, matitinik yung mga yan, di ba? Kapag ibibigay na yung crop sa kanila, sinicheck nila if it was being infiltrated by poison. Okay? And at the same time, ano pang ginawa ng mga Pilipino? They resisted the heavy taxes imposed by the Spanish through non-compliance or evasion. So, these acts of resistance aim to undermine the economic and social control of the Spanish authorities and protect the well-being of the Filipino people. Pero ngayon mo gawin yan, malamang sa malamang kakasuhan ka. Okay? Don't evade taxes. Magbayad tayo ng tax natin because it is the lifeblood of the society, of our country. Okay? Pero noong unang panahon, di ba? Okay lang. Kaya, kasi grabe naman talaga. Pero ngayon naman kasi, there is a systematic way of paying taxes. Okay? Kailangan natin yan. Kasi tayo rin naman ang nakikinabang. Next is the indigenous people's responses. Ano yun? So, yan. Igorot Revolt in 1601. Saan yan? Sa Cordillera. So, indigenous communities in the Philippines had their own unique responses to Spanish colonization. Okay, some communities such as Igorot Revolt in Cordillera chose to retreat to remote areas, establishing hidden villages or fortifying their existing settlements to protect themselves from Spanish encroachment. So, or others engage in guerrilla warfare tactics. Napakagaling po ng mga Igorot pagdating sa warfare tactics. Okay? Launching surprise attacks on Spanish outposts and supply lines. These responses allowed Igorot people, okay, to maintain their autonomy and resist assimilation into Spanish culture. Okay, they also serve as a form of cultural resistance, preserving indigenous practices and tradition. O yun, kaya kung mapapansin nyo guys, no, napakayaman po ng kultura at tradisyon na na-preserve ng Cordillera region because of their um warfare tactics. Okay, and at the same time, the terrain that they have. Okay, so yun. Lagi yung tatandaan guys, no, that while it is true that Filipinos resisted against Spanish colonization, okay, it is important to acknowledge that not all Filipinos oppose Spanish rule. Hindi lahat. Some individuals chose to to have a collaborative work, okay, or to collaborate to the Spaniards, either for personal gain or because they believe in the potential benefits of assimilation into Spanish culture. Okay, these collaborators often held positions of power and authority within the colonial administration. Okay, so parang ginawa nila, sige, tanggapin na lang namin, naniniwala kami, okay, mas magiging safe ito, okay, mas magiging okay ito, at nabigyan pa sila ng positions, okay, and authority within the colonial administration. Somehow, or somewhere in between, they act as intermediaries between the Spanish authorities and the Filipino population. Sila yung namamagitan. So their collaboration, however, did not negate the overall resistance movement and the desire ng bawat Pilipino na makalaya among the majority ng Pilipino. Okay? So, why is there a failure? Okay? Tatapatin ko na kayo guys, no? By that being said, hindi pa rin naman tayo talaga nakalaya despite these factors na pinaliwanag ko kanina, led by former datus, religious in nature, reaction to Spanish-imposed institutions and indigenous people's responses. Hindi pa naman talaga tayo nakalaya. Bakit kanyo? Here are the reasons. Una sa lahat, ang geography ng Pilipinas hindered the creation of a single national identity. Okay, layo-layo, iba-iba. Okay. Hanggang ngayon, di ba? Hanggang ngayon naman Although we are Filipino, the fact that may kinalaman yung geografiya natin, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao. Okay. So, sorry, I will not call it racism. Pero similar to that, di ba? Kapag yung mga probinsyano, ngayon inaasar ng mga, yun nga, probinsyano, from di ba? So, isa yan. Because we don't have a single national identity because of our geography. Okay. Pangalawa, people did not think of themselves as a Filipino that time but based on the regional alliance. Ito yung sinasabi ko sa inyo nung lesson 5. Halimbawa, yung isa taga Mangaldan, yung isa taga Dagupan, yung isa taga San Fabian. Akala nila yung nasa kabilang rehiyon o nasa kabilang lugar ay kalaban nila. Okay? And that being said, ginamit yun ng mga Espanyol, divide and conquer. Okay? They divide us and they conquer us. Okay? They use that para hindi tayo manalo. Okay? Hindi tayo makalaya. Okay? And lack of national unity. And lastly, ito talaga, di ba? Kahit naman gaano natin kagustuhang makalaya, we don't have the superior military technology just like the Spaniards have. And we don't have the expertise to suppress the uprising. Imagine mo, during 19th century, ito na yung time na nila Rizal, nung time na nila Andres Bonifacio. Okay. May mga kanyon na po. Okay, advance na. Samantalang tayo, yung mga baril na rifle na dipulbura na tinutusok pa para pumutok. Samantalang sila may mga automatic rifles na that time. Okay, na binabalahan na ng magazine. Okay, doon na yun 19th century na yun What more? Way back 16th, 17th, and 18th century. Okay? So, kung mapapansin ninyo, ang hirap, 'di ba? Kung wala tayong ah military technology, hulok, barang, ano pa ba? Spear, pana, okay? Ang meron tayo, tapang, talino, totoo. Pero ibang-iba pa rin, okay? If you have the technology to suppress the uprising. Diba? So that is the main reason why Filipino people failed to resist against the Spanish colonization. Okay? So, yun. I hope that is clear to you guys, no? So, in conclusion, okay, uh, there are external factors, okay, that contributed to the failure of the people's resistance. Okay? The Spanish Empire was a powerful and influential colonial power with resources and support from its European counterparts. Napakalakas, hindi lang naman tayo. Tuldok lang tayo sa mata nila by that time. Okay? However, the Filipino resistance movement lacked the external support and resources just like the Spaniards have. Okay? That is necessary to sustain a successful revolution. And the absence of international recognition and assistance limited the ability of Filipinos to resist, okay, and to have effectively challenged Spanish rule. Okay? Nagawa na lang natin yan nung time na ng mga Amerikano na tinulungan nila tayo, na binayaran tayo para sila yung susunod na makasakop sa atin. Okay? So in conclusion, the reaction of the masses to the oppressive institutions imposed by Spain varied, with instances of resistance as well as the collaboration and adaptation. Okay? The failure of the resistance against the colonizers can be attributed to factors as the superior military power of the Spanish colonizers. Yun yung dinidiscuss ko kanina. And lack of unified leadership. Okay? We don't have the strategies of co-optation and assimilation. Okay? So, in the absence of what? Okay? In the absence of external support. However, despite the failure to achieve complete independence, the resistance movement laid the groundwork for future struggles for independence against subsequent colonizers. Meron na tayong ideya eh. Okay? So, kahit pa paano, nag-improve naman. So, yun. However, um, the response to colonization, the resistance against the Spaniards at that time is a failure. Pero kahit na failure siya nung una, kahit papaano naman, napag-aralan natin. And up until 19th century, kahit papaano, nakalaya tayo. Okay? Sa kamay ng mga Espanyol. Okay? At yun ang sineselebrate natin na araw ng kalayaan. Okay, so that is our topic for today. So I hope you learned a lot. If you have questions, clarifications, violent reaction, just reach me out in our GC so that we can have a fruitful discussion. Okay, anytime, anywhere. Okay? So, thank you guys and God bless you all. Okay? So, last topic natin, lesson 8 and lesson 9. Okay? So, yun lang po. Magandang araw sa inyong lahat.